On behalf of Chabad Lubavitch of Maryland, I'd like to welcome everyone to the Baltimore Hanukkah Festival of 2018. Hanukkah, we celebrate a small group of Jews fighting for their religion against the mighty Syrian Greek army. Miraculously, with the help of God, we won the war and rededicated our holy temple in Jerusalem. Hanukkah is a very special holiday as we celebrate every single year for over 2,000 years. Today, we are blessed and honored to have various dignitaries with us. I'd like to acknowledge each and every one of them. Please hold your applause until we have read all the names. First of all, we are honored to have the Honorable Boyd Rutherford, the Lieutenant Governor of Maryland, the Honorable Catherine Pugh, the Mayor of the City of Baltimore, the Honorable Bernard Jack Young, the President of the Baltimore City Council, the Honorable Isaac Itzi Schleifer, City Councilman for the 5th District, the Honorable Zeke Cohen, City Councilman for the 1st District, the Honorable Eric Costello, City Councilman for the 11th District, the Honorable Rick Metzger, Maryland House of Delegates for the 6th District, the Honorable Marilyn Mosby, Baltimore City State's Attorney, Baltimore City Police Commissioner Gary Tuggle, Baltimore City Sheriff Major Sabrina Tapp Harper, Baltimore City Chief Niles Ford, Baltimore Police Department Citywide Jewish Liaison Officer Sergeant Bill Curry, Baltimore City Police Colonel Byron Conaway, Baltimore City Police Major Darrell Gaines, Baltimore City Police Captain Jeffrey Featherstone, Baltimore City Police Major Brickus, Betsy Gardner, Baltimore City's Baltimore Council President's Office of Neighborhoods and Jewish Liaison Office. Let's give a warm round of applause. We are also honored to have with us several community leaders. Mr. Howard Brown, Principal of the David S. Brown Enterprises, Mrs. Frona Brown, Mr. Howard Levitt, the Executive Director of the Baltimore Jewish Council. We are greatly honored to have with us Rabbi Shmuel Kaplan, the spiritual leader at the Shul at the Lubavitch Center, the Regional Director of Chabad Lubavitch of Maryland, a noted author and speaker, and member of the Executive Board of the largest Jewish organization in the world, Chabad Lubavitch International. Mrs. Rachel Kaplan, the Director of the Aleph Institute. I'm going to rephrase that. Rebbetzin Rachel Kaplan, the Director of the Aleph Institute. Rabbi Elchanan Lisbon, Chabad of Park Heights. Rabbi Levi Druk, Chabad of Downtown. Rabbi Chesky Tenenbaum, the Jewish Uniformed Service Association of Maryland. Yours truly from Chabad of Owings Mills. Rabbi Velvel Gopin from Chabad of Johns Hopkins University. Rabbi Velvel Belinsky from the Ariel Russian Jewish Organization. Rabbi Shmuley Durari, the Chabad Israeli Center of Baltimore. Rabbi Mendy Rifkin, Chabad of Towson and Goucher University. Rabbi Eli Solomon of the Friendship Circle of Baltimore. A very, very warm welcome to all of our community leaders. I'd like to give a shout out and a big thank you to our patrons of the Baltimore Hanukkah Festival, Akiva and Rosa Gross, Ben and Rachel Gottman, Effie Rosenblum, Ellie and Jen Rosenblum, and Yechiel and Rachel Rubin. Before we hear from some of our distinguished speakers this evening, I'd like to give a special thank you to Betsy Gardner of the Council President's Office, who has been with us since the start and is always there when we need you. Mr. Howard Brown for championing the Esther Ann Menorah in memory of his beloved daughter, Esther Ann Adler. Rabbi Shalom Reindorf for organizing and spearheading this year's Hanukkah festival, Rabbi and Mrs. Eli and Chana Solomon of the Friendship Circle, and all of the CT volunteers for organizing the Hanukkah Wonderland, Rabbi Belinsky from Ariel, Rabbi Chayesky Tenenbaum of the Jewish Uniform Service Association of Maryland for helping with the planning of this event, the Friends of Lubavitch of Maryland for their leadership, Rabbi Yaakov Stein for organizing the food, Baruch Neiblumm for helping with the social media, all of the volunteers who came early to help with today's setup, and a special shout out to Central District Major Darrell Gaines, Captain Jeffrey Featherstone, and all the police officers of the Baltimore Police Department for your protection now and year round. Thank you. Thank you to all the dedicated responses of the Shomrim and Hatzalah present, to whom our community owes so much. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor to introduce the Honorable Catherine Pugh, the Mayor of the City of Baltimore. We are blessed with such a humble mayor, and the mayor has asked that the Lieutenant Governor should address us first. So please give your undivided attention to the Lieutenant Governor Boyd Rutherford, the Lieutenant Governor of the State of Maryland.
Thank you and good evening. Happy Hanukkah, and thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. You know, on behalf of Governor Hogan and our entire administration, it is an honor to be here tonight to celebrate, or this evening to celebrate Hanukkah with you. You know, we join together with people all across Maryland to share in the peace and joy of this season. You know, for 4 years now, the governor and I, did you not hear me? Couldn't hear me. But you should have said something. For 4 years now, the governor and I have been strong supporters and advocates for not just Maryland's Jewish community, but our friends in Israel as well. You know, there is a long and proud history between the state of Maryland and the state of Israel. The famous ship Exodus sailed from our harbor here in Baltimore on that historic mission to rescue survivors of the Holocaust in Europe and take them to their homeland, the Jewish homeland. Just a couple of years ago, the governor had a successful trade mission to Israel, and it's paying dividends for the state of Maryland, including partnerships with great companies like Cyberbit and NIAX, and increasing academic collaboration between our respective universities. And we've made it very clear that Maryland stands steadfast and in solidarity with Israel against the BDS movement. And because we are committed to spending state funds in matters that reflect not only our economic interests, but the values of our citizens, the citizens of the great state of Maryland. We have invested, in addition, $17.5 million into the Boost program to provide over 2,600 scholarships for deserving Maryland students. And on these and many other initiatives, we have been proud partners with Maryland's Jewish community. So tonight, as we bring the spirit of Hanukkah to Baltimore and usher in 8 days of the Festival of Lights, I want to thank you for the partnership that you provided to all of us as we continue to change Maryland for the better. May God bless you, and happy Hanukkah, and I hope you had a chance to see my wonderful shirt. Thank you.
I'd like to give a special welcome also to Dalia Attar, the delegate-elect of the 41st District, Rabbi Wallowik of the Cheder Chabad, which is the fastest growing Jewish day school in the state of Maryland, and Yehuda Neuberger, the president of the Baltimore Jewish Council. We find ourselves in the great city of Baltimore, and it is a great honor to have with us the Honorable Mayor, and we will hear some words. Please give your undivided attention to the Honorable Mayor Pugh.
It is truly, I'm good. It is truly an honor and a privilege to be with you all this evening. And I'm always excited because I realize how important a season this is for our Jewish brothers and sisters. So first, let me say Happy Hanukkah. And I look forward to us going up and lighting the Menorah. And this is the second year that we've been able to do it right here. And it really is exciting. But it also is a reminder of the trials and tribulations that the Jewish community has gone through. I think about the camaraderie with Israel and the importance of Israel to the United States. I have had the honor and privilege to travel on 2 separate occasions to witness some of the great triumphs and some of the great beauty of Israel. Having touched the Wailing Wall and having walked through Jewish communities, having shared prayers and wisdom with many in the Jewish community, I feel so much a part of a community that has meant so much to so many. And so I say to you all, as we continue to pay tribute to this holiday, let us remember it is what we all do together, to collectively work together, to stem the tide of violence, to lift every single individual in our community, and to take pride in those who choose to reside in our city and those who choose to visit our city. I am so proud to have 2 members of our city council who hail from Jewish communities, but I want you to know that they have served you well. And now we have another new member of the Jewish community joining us in the House of Delegates from Baltimore, along with another member. But again, you all, it is holding ourselves accountable to love and cherish one another, to respect one another. And as a young lady said to me when I walked in, she said, "Are you working on reducing violence in this city? Because this is a place that I choose to live." And I can tell you that that is the foremost focus on by me, by members of our city council, and our community. So I say to you, Happy Hanukkah. More importantly, enjoy this season of celebration. And I'd like to take the opportunity to present the certificate of recognition in reference to Shabbat of Maryland. On behalf of the citizens of Baltimore, I am so pleased to present this recognition in terms of the 9th annual Menorah lighting and Hanukkah celebration for Baltimore City. I want you to know that on tomorrow, and I'm sure the President of the City Council will share with us, that we will do another lighting. So again, Happy Hanukkah as I present, and I'd love for my City Council members and elected officials to join me as I present this citation.
I'm here. Coach.
Wherever you travel around the world, you are familiar with the works of Chabad Lubavitch. You have a home away from home wherever you are. And we are so honored to have with us Rabbi Kaplan, who is the spiritual leader at the Shul of the Lubavitch Center, the regional director of Chabad Lubavitch of Maryland, a noted author and speaker, and a Kabbalist, a member of the executive board of Chabad Lubavitch International. I can go on, but it is a great honor to invite Rabbi Kaplan to come and share some words with us.
I want to share with you first what I did this morning. I spent the whole morning negotiating with God Almighty about the weather. And we compromised. He said it won't rain, but the sun won't shine either. Well, he kept his bargain. The festival of Hanukkah is celebrated with the Menorah, the lighting of the 8th branch candelabra, 8 small lights. We don't make a huge fire, a bonfire. Instead, we differentiate them into 8 smaller lights. A message of Hanukkah is clear. Sometimes a person may feel, I'm only one. I'm small, insignificant. What impact, what effect can I have on the larger world? The Menorah teaches us you may only be one small light, but if you are in a row, all of them are together the same height, they eventually have a power to project that light far beyond the menorah. Each one of us has the ability to produce light and holiness in this world. Start with ourselves, and it will eventually multiply and accumulate to a great, powerful force. The festival of Hanukkah is very important to us this year. It is a statement that in this country, we do not fear to be in the public. We are confident, and we know that the government keeps us secure. There are those that may have said this year, after tragic events that happened, perhaps don't make a big public lighting of a menorah. On the contrary, we are confident that we have perfect security and a freedom to celebrate our holidays on the public square as well. So we go from here. It's the first night of Hanukkah. You'll all be going home. Make sure that you light the Hanukkah menorah at home. If you don't have one, they are available here. You can just get one. And let us celebrate these days, celebrate the spirit of Baltimore. Yes, the spirit of Baltimore. And with that spirit, we look forward to a time when the Messiah will come and we will have peace on this earth. Peace for all of us and all of mankind. Happy Hanukkah!
I'd like to mention we are honored to have with us Rabbi Uri Feldman from the Chabad Senior Network, Rabbi Spitetsky from Chabad on Call, and Rabbi and Mrs. Matisov, the principals of Cheder Chabad of Baltimore. I'd like to invite a dear colleague, Rabbi Chesky Tenenbaum, the director of the Jewish Uniformed Service Association of Maryland, for a special presentation.
Thank you. Before I do the presentation, I just want to give a special mazel tov to a good friend, Baltimore police officer Jeremy Silbert, and his wife Jill on their recent marriage. Mazel tov. I'd like to make a special presentation for someone who, without this person, the Baltimore Hanukkah Festival wouldn't be. I'd like to call upon Betsy Gardner, City Council President, Jack Young, Jewish Citywide Liaison, for a special presentation for all her work that she has done in order to make the Baltimore Hanukkah Festival what it is. You could,
All right, this is the moment we've all been waiting for, the lighting of the first candle of the menorah. Just like to mention, don't forget when you come to your own home to light your own menorah. Light up your own house, your own street, your own neighborhood. Before we ascend to light the menorah, I'd like to invite everyone to join us in the most famous Jewish song there is. I have a little dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall, oh dreidel, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall, oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel. If anyone has lost some bracelets, they were found and they're up here for $5. You can get them back. To light our central candle, known as the shamash, the serving candle, the one that is responsible for lighting up all of the candles on the menorah, we'd like to honor Rebbitzin Kaplan and the Honorable Mayor Pugh. And to light the first candle on our menorah, I'd like to honor the Honorable Lieutenant Governor, Rabbi Reindorp, the organizer of today's event, and Rabbi Rifkin, the director of the ever-growing Chabad House at Towson University.
the honor